been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and jail to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-dah-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-dah-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road.
Has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid.
Every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-dah-terry-o-dee-da-dee. A fwit-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Adventures waiting further down the road.
Let's go!
I was muted. Ha ha! Good morning, my friends. Welcome to Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare on this beautiful Tuesday morning here in Salem, Massachusetts. I am here in the house I am sharing with my dear friend Sabi the cat, who has learned to work the buttons of sound and language. So you will probably hear her throughout the show. She is fantastic. But how are you? It's good to have all of you here. Sally, good morrow. You're just lurking. That's grand. Streaming Dragon, good day to you. Kathy over on YouTube. Stoneburner Poetry before going on a road trip to old Wisconsin. Good, truly a good way to start the day. Yes, thank you. Good morning from the States. I'm also in the States. So, yeah. Unless you mean like the Dutch States. In that case, yeah, because they are also the States. Yeah. United States of the Netherlands. Good morrow, Shakespeare, saith at London Fog. How are you this morning? I am grand. I have coffee. I've had a unicorn bagel. It was a striped rainbow bagel. It was fantastic. It just tasted like a plain bagel, but you know, the spirit was there, and I loved that. And I have off-screen wife literally right next to me this morning. There you see it. Good off-screen wife. Do you have anything to say to the good people this morning?
Hi.
There you have it. I can't fake that. That was fantastic. Well, I do hope I'm going to throw my glasses on because I'm a specky git. So good day. I hope all of you are having a delightful day. But of course, you are watching the show here on twitch.tv/nat21adventures. If you're not watching it there, hopefully you're watching it on one of the other places. Otherwise, how are you watching? Is it streaming into your head directly? On one hand, kind of cool. On the other hand, I think that's how we get Skynet. Yeah, you want Skynet? That's how I get Skynet. But twitch.tv/nat21adventures, you can get actually a free subscription if you are an Amazon Prime member. So get what you can out of Bezos right now. Yeah. You can also follow the show on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Shakespeare.Approves, and my YouTube page, Shakespeare.Approves. Anybody new coming to me from this weekend at the main Renaissance Fair? Hello, how are you? Thanks for joining me. And as you can see, I also have, here it is. As you can see, I have the comments right down here. Because you are part of this show, I want you to be on this every single day. But, and I can still also bring it up main. So, London Fog saying, I woke this morning and asked myself, should I speak in I-ams yet again? What kind of mood is Shakespeare in today? So, what say you, my clever pert friend? I think you should. I think thou shouldst. Because our brains are vaguely hardwired for it. Yeah. So let us do it. And also, calling me clever, extra points for you. But before we start the show, we do have some ads, my friends. We have ads to do, so let's get into them. We are brought to you by Destination D&D. Paolo has just completed his most recent trip to the United Kingdom, and Sabi the cat is currently getting into the snack cabinet. Off-screen wife is getting her out of there, but after taking a photo, so that's taking over part of the this morning's thing. Can you close the cabinet?
I'm getting a picture for her mommy because it's cute and naughty.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Unfortunately, none of this, even with like the ad not physically on screen, would be possible. I'd have to like move the entire setup. But yeah.
Can I send you a picture that you showed it?
Yeah, you can send me the picture, or just hand me your camera.
I just meant so you can show it.
Yeah. Just yeah. You know what? Yeah. Do that, and airdrop it to the computer if you can. Yeah.
And then you can show everyone her cute naughtiness.
Then yes, I will show everyone her cute naughtiness. Yes, that is.
Also how great she is.
That is correct. I will do that. You are right. Yeah. So we'll do that.
I'm sure her mama wants to see.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to be muttering, you got to mutter closer to the microphone.
I'm sure her mama wants to see.
Her mama, I'm sure, does want to see, yes. But Destination D&D, let me just do the show. Destination D&D, your source for interactive RPG and exotic locales. Right there is Moncaster Castle, where Paolo just finished. With fantastic locations, Dungeons and Dragons there. Our next show coming up is our next adventure coming up is going to be in Louisiana. And that is going to be in New Orleans, November 18th, 22nd. Go to destinationdnd.com or scan that handy dandy QR code right there on screen. We're also brought to you by me. Yes, me. I have an album. Are you there, God? It's me, Shakespeare, and those Midsummer Nights Shakespeare Summertime Study Guide. You can get there by going to Shakespeare.Approves.bandcamp.com. And this Friday is Bandcamp Friday, which means I get all of the proceeds from those albums. So do support your friendly Shakespeare and get all the things. You can also follow me, my friends, on all of my socials, which is just highly helpful, just for my life, you know. It is the only way I judge my self-worth in life, as many of you know. So, for instance, you can go to my website, Shakespeare.Approves.com. You can also, again, like and follow me on YouTube, Shakespeare Approves, Facebook, Shakespeare.Approves, Instagram, Shakespeare.Approves, Twitter, Blue Sky now, Shakes Approves, TikTok, Shakespeare.Approves, and you can become a Patreon arts and go to patreon.com/Shakespeare and buy me a cup of coffee. And in fact, let's have a nice noisy slurp. We haven't even done that yet. Nice noisy slurp. Coffee.com/Shakespeare. You can also get your own song commissioned. Let's do the nice noisy slurp right now. Good internet audio. I don't care who you are. This coffee this morning is from Jaho in Salem. So now that you know that, let's get into it. What are we here? What are we doing? We are here to write a sonnet. A sonnet, my friends, is a 14-line poem. It has 3 4-line stanzas. The first line, line A, rhymeth with the third line, line C. The second line, line B, rhymeth with the fourth line, line D. You repeat that formula for all 3 stanzas. It goes in iambic pentameter. What is iambic pentameter? That is when it goes ba 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 ba. So, for instance, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Each of those 2-syllable sequences is called an iamb, I-A-M-B. Not that important for what we're doing, but it's helpful to know if you're trying to get into some of the more clever ways of playing with form. It is all closed off with a rhyming couplet, and it can go to 11 syllables, which is hendacasyllabic if the need arises. Clear as mud? Fantastic. So let's go to our document right here. As you see, it says Ode to. For every sonnet is an ode to something, and this sonnet shall be no different. And we have our candy jar right below that. So what are we writing about today? Throw your suggestions in here. Off screen life, do you have a suggestion for what we're writing today?
So I would say Salem because we're here.
Bias. So you say Salem because we are
Because
here.
we're here.
All right.
Or the main Renaissance Fair because you just did that.
Yeah,
Fair.
and we have that going on still. So we have one more to go. For instance, as suggestions are coming in, let's bring that up on screen right here. We have one more weekend of the main Renaissance Fair, August 2nd and 3rd, and then the Sparta, New Jersey Renaissance Fair in September 6th and 7th, 13th and 14th, 20th and 21st. Maryland is going to be October 4th through 19th, and also the final weekend of September. So join me for all of that if you're up in the Northeast, and if you're down in the South. Lady of the Lakes Renaissance Fair, November 1st and 2nd, and 7th, 8th, and 9th. And then Louisiana Renaissance Festival, November 15th through December 7th. So, yeah, lots to do. But what are we writing about today? What are we writing about? London Fog is poet locked for now. I love that. Barring a few mistakes, I'm still human. Barring a few mistakes, I'm still human. Ooh, yes! They are poet locked right now. Important form for me, at least for now. Important form for me, at least for now. Yeah, look at them go. This person's professional, my friends. So David Percival's here. Hello, good day to you. So maybe Salem, maybe the main Renaissance Fair, like main Renaissance Fair specifically, or Renaissance Fairs in general, Screen Life.
I guess I'm kind of a lot of here having you right had gone to the main Renaissance Fair.
All right.
Yeah, that would be my
All right. Yeah.
Input.
Be your input. If we're going to keep doing this, by the way, I'm going to need to get one of those fantastic spatial mics. Yeah.
No, remember when we did our podcast? We really just would like
Lean in.
lean in on one mic.
Yeah, it was really funny. It was very funny. We had a podcast which we're going to be restarting, called Stars Hollow Weekly. I think the feed for it is still out there.
It is.
It is fantastic. We had 7 episodes. I think we put out something.
I think so. We were doing really good.
Yeah.
And then ironically,
Pandemic killed it.
Pandemic actually killed it.
Yeah,
We
everyone
had
else
more
was
time
starting a
on it.
podcast, and you and I were like, we're just spending all of our time together. We're like, we don't need a podcast to talk to each other. No, it was about Gilmore Girls. So yeah, should do that. London Fog must needs go, but we'll be back soon. All right, but in the meantime, so Salem, barring seeing any other suggestions in the comments, let's write about Salem.
Yeah, maybe like overall like Salem and spoopy and
Salem and spoopiness.
spoopiness.
Salem and spoopiness. There we go. Salem and spoopiness is our theme. Here we go. Start getting your line suggestions in there. Remember, we're looking as our ideal of 10 syllables per line. If it's a little short, we can make it longer. If it's a little long, we can make it shorter. Hendacasyllabic, 11 syllables, also all right. Friends, while we're coming up with line suggestions, also just want to remind everyone again about Bandcamp Friday. So let me go back to that. There we go. Bandcamp Friday is this Friday at Bandcamp. So you want to go to Shakespeare.Approves.bandcamp.com, and there we go. Because will help me make money off those albums. So if you are interested, those Midsummer Nights Shakespeare Summertime Study Guide and Are You There, God? It's Me, Shakespeare. Are You There, God? It's Me, Shakespeare was my first album, and that one was done live, and it was just so much fun. And those Midsummer Nights Shakespeare Summertime Study Guide, I have lots of guest artists on that one, and it was produced by the great and good Jim Hancock. So check those out, please. And of course, for the upcoming shows, I do hope that you join me. I do hope that you join me in all of those locales. It's going to be absolutely brilliant and fantastic, and I love doing what I do. I say to people all the time, if you're not loving what you do, and it's a thing that really requires passion, then find something that doesn't require passion. Being and I'm going to use this word sincerely, being an artist, performing artist in my case, but being an artist is not for the faint of heart. And if you're doing something that does require passion, be it a doctor, a nurse, a lawyer, you want a lawyer with passion, of course you do. A really good mechanic, do it with passion, because there are so many other things you can do without passion, without turning on your brain, that are needed, but don't require you to, frankly, give a hoot. So, yeah. So there's that. So in the meantime, let's move on, and we're going to get that sonnet. I mean, yeah, we're going to get that podcast going again at some point, aren't we? Do you think, Off-Screen Wife?
I really want to.
We should do it.
Seems like enough time.
What if we do it during staycation?
That would be nice.
Yeah, you think we should do it during staycation? Yeah.
A little bit, because we still gotta do staycation stuff.
All right. So we have a line suggestion here, a couplet actually, from Hayden, a Southern writer over on YouTube. The fickle Puritan could not smite thee, thy witches' names live on in infamy. All right. I like the first part. Second part, not so much, for a couple parts, but yeah, let's put that down here. And I will tell you why specifically on that. But the fickle Puritans could not smite thee, and then thy witches' names live on in infamy. All right, so infamy, bad. A date that shall live in infamy. You're remembering it for a bad reason. So yeah, but also no witches were killed during the Salem witch trials. It was all innocent people. And not saying that a witch couldn't be an innocent person, but there were no witches. Everyone was a God-fearing Christian. Most of them fellow Puritans. This was about anger and bigotry and greed. That's what it was. Could you hit the mute? Yeah. But I do like the fickle Puritans could not smite thee. Yeah. But Salem is now the witch city, though, so there's that. So, like, Salem, a town that I've very much come to love as I work here over the last several years, has a very interesting relationship with witches and witchcraft. We are all most of us are very quick to point out no witches were killed, and certainly no witches were burnt at the stake. Burning at the stake is not something they did in Massachusetts. It was hangings, and also when pressing, and also just like torture you to death in prison. There's that. But otherwise, love witchcraft, like just the spoopiness element of it. It's officially called the Witch City. The police department, the fire department have the Witch City and a witch on a broomstick on their official logos that they wear on their sleeves. So it's embracing, but also with a level of self-awareness, not just the ironic side of it, but for the joy, like the joy of witchcraft, magic. Magic is a powerful and wonderful thing, and a lot of places, especially the folks like I work with here, Black Cat, Curiosity Shop and Black Cat Tools, really want to embrace the joyful side of it, and I love that. So, but great first line. Fickle Puritans could not smite thee. Sorry for the history class, just threw out to everybody here. So I don't need to actually people, especially on my own show. Although if there's going to be a place for me to do it, I suppose it might be my own show. That's fine. I don't know. I mean, not fine, but you get it. You get it. Anyway. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. Hayden, Southern Writer. I'm a history. I love actually moments. He said, well, thank you. Well, you know where most white men get their water, right?
Yeah.
From a well, actually. I love that joke. It is so terrible, and I love it. Oh, goodness. Well, we're getting things in here. Remember, friends, like and subscribe to the channel over there on YouTube, or also wherever you go. And if you're doing it on Facebook, follow me, like it, do those things. Oh, here we go. So let's see. The town known as the Witch City. The town known as the Witch City. There are complicated thoughts. Hold on. All right, I like that. This is fun and weird. There are complicated thoughts about the Witch City, Salem, Massachusetts by name. Right. Oh, right. Gaga. Um, all right. There are complicated thoughts about which city, Salem, Massachusetts by name. For magic and mayhem, folks go gaga, though not everyone loves how it got its fame. All right. This is the first time I've done 4 lines in a row. So this is the first time in a very long time I've done that. So, huzzah me? What? This is weird. All right. So do I also take the photo of you with Sabby, right behind you, and put that to the people because you're off screen live, but yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you want?
Do you want me to cut the foot?
No, that's very funny actually if you do that.
Hold on, I can do that. You can definitely show that because
All right. But thou didst trade his brimstone for candy. Ooh. There we go. Brimstone for candy. But thou didst trade his brimstone for candy. All right. And let me see if I can actually share what we were talking about Sabby. Right here. So let me see if I can bring her up. The picture that she sent me. Yeah, there it is. I think so, anyway. Oh, no, that's Milo. Just doing the razzle dazzle. Yeah, Milo just giving I put a picture of Milo doing the razzle dazzle.
Oh my gosh, remember when I sent you the razzle dazzle on the right foot?
Yeah.
And later the left foot?
Yes, I do. Yeah. Are you seeing this off screen live?
I am.
Yeah, there is. Well, that's my
I
cat.
should always randomly insert that in the thing.
You know, I should just randomly insert Milo.
Doesn't matter the topic, comes nothing.
No matter the topic. Here's my cat. There's my cat, Milo. We'll find another one. That's ridiculous. Go back to the document. That was.
Because remember, that's how Sketty Cat came to be. They were doing a new report about something, and then someone just threw up a picture of Sketty Cat.
Oh, really? Just
yeah, it wasn't even about Sketty Cat.
It wasn't about Sketty Cat?
Yeah.
There was nothing about Sketty Cat when Sketty Cat happened.
Yep.
That's wild, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Can I find the actual thing so I can put up Sabbatha? Let's see. Oh, I see what happened. Yeah. Oh, it's not going to let me share it. Yeah, it's been weird. It's been weird. All right, so just give me your phone.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. All right. So here's Sabby. Isn't she beautiful? Yeah, she is a gorgeous, gorgeous kitty. And off-screen wife is mostly off-screen right there, so you can see like the corner of her eye. And there she is getting into the cabinet, which started this whole mess. Yeah. There we go. So there we have it. Museums and attractions ready to please. There we go. Museums and attractions ready to please. When London folks saying, when you say Salem, I don't think of your coast. I think of my state's capital instead. Well, that's fair. That's valid. She's such a pretty kitty, super cute. Yeah, she is. She really is. You might meet Jack Skellington walking by. Screaming Dragon, you are correct. You might meet Jack Skellington walking by. You might meet Jack Skellington. You might meet Jack Skellington walking by. Yes, Screaming Dragon, perfectly done. All right. "19 innocent souls condemned to hang." What is that called? Name of... With an armful of horrors and in pumpkin pie. That's fantastic. With an armful of horrors and pumpkin pie. It's almost pumpkin pie season, my friends. Shakespeare's happy about that. Yes, much too hot this summer. Yeah, I fully agree with you. Although this past weekend was actually delightful in Maine. So, yes. 19 innocent souls. So I'm going to move this one over to here because I have a follow-up thought, but I can't make it work at this moment. 19 innocent souls condemned to hang. Pressed unto death. And one further who was pressed unto death. I'm sorry, London Fog, that was my thought. what was my thought? To chew on that. One further is pressed to death. M is here. Good morning. Oh, you're fantastic. So, met at the main Renaissance Fair this weekend in person. It was grand. Wanted to say hello. Can't wait to see the show again this weekend and postal stuff. Thank you so very much, Em. Yes, you're brilliant, and I wasn't able to tag you like in a post because you did one thing to another, but I was so grateful that you then commented so then I could tag you with that. So thank you. You are brilliant and wonderful. Thank you so much, my friend. All right. Hang. Not a one guilty. To meet me is to like me. You are all very sweet this morning. Thank you. Thank you. That is very kind of all of you. Not a single one guilty of witchcraft. Not a one guilty of the witchcraft harangue. Maybe? Would that work? Yeah, I think that would work. Not a one guilty of the witchcraft harangue, yeah. I think that could work. Yeah. Not a one guilty of the witchcraft harangue. I actually like this. What do you think, love? 19 innocent souls condemned to hang, and one further who was pressed unto death. Not a one guilty of the witchcraft harangue, more weight uttered with one old man's last breath.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going little. Yeah. You like that?
Yeah.
All right. Let it be read. Today. And so now, and then we can move into our and then we can move into the today. So like the Jack Skellington, pumpkin pie, candy, etc. I like that. Yeah, I like that. A dark tale of woe and darkness and hate that yet brought out a way to celebrate. This is fun, yes. Woe and darkness and hate, yet brought out a way to celebrate. Shops with unique items to catch the eyes. Alex Moslow saying, wow, if it was for my kind of dark middle stanza there, thanks. London Fog, feel bad. Not everything, not every poem is for every person. Not every activity is for all. Sometimes we have to sit and enjoy, just absorb. That is why shows exist, you know? Feel not bad, my friend. There we go. Today. Today, museums, attractions, here too, please. So adjusted that one a little bit. You might meet Jack Skellington walking by. You might meet a Jack Skellington walking by. Museums and attractions today. Museums, attractions here too, please. Yes. Might meet a Jack Skellington. Lots of Handaka syllabic today. Today, museums, attractions here too, please. Might meet a Jack Skellington walking by. Ghost. Ghost tours and restaurants to take your ease. Too right, William Stoneburner, too right. It's okay to just enjoy the poetry at times. Supporting the effort and sending good vibes is helping. With an armful of holes and pumpkin pie. This, I think, works really well right here. Today, museums, attractions. Museums, today. Museums, attractions. Here to please. Yes. Today, museums, attractions. Here to please. Yeah. You might meet a Jack Skellington walking by. Ghost tours and restaurants to take your ease with an armful of horrors and pumpkin pie. I like this. Yeah. There are complicated thoughts about the witch city. Salem, Massachusetts by name. For magic and mayhem, folks go gaga, though not everyone loves how it got fame. 19 innocent souls condemned to hang, and one further who was pressed unto death, and not a one guilty of the witchcraft harangue, more white uttered with one old man's last breath. Today, museums, attractions, here to please. You might meet a Jack Skellington walking by, ghost tours and restaurants to take your ease, with an armful of horrors and pumpkin pie. Ooh, off-screen wife, saying London Fog, your birthday present is done.
What?
Yeah, London Fog made you a birthday present, and they will send it off upon your special day.
That's so sweet. Thank you.
If you didn't hear, she said, that's so sweet. Thank you. All right. So moving into our final couplet here, I think I have most of it, actually. I think I've got most of it. Tale of darkness and woe. Yes. All right. Laser.
What is it?
Darkness and woe. Spurred on by hate. Hate. Yet today. Today we recognize it. Today we recognize, but also celebrate. Today we recognize and also celebrate. Now we recognize it all and now celebrate. Maybe. All. We recognize it all. And now celebrate. We recognize it all. And now. No. Oh, not worried about the just the meter in this case. It's like the line itself needs some work. Line itself needs some work right there. Good day, Nina. Welcome, friends. If you're not also following Nina Lee right here, Nina is the Nat 21 Adventures social media maven and deals with all of our stuff right here. So go give her a follow here on Twitch. So she's wonderful. And if you want to support the show, you certainly can do so. Support the Twitch channel, I should say, by going to patreon.com/nat21adventures. That'll help pay for Nina. So, yeah, so do that, my friend. So go do that. Yeah, it does pay for her. Final line here. A tale of darkness and woe spurred on by hate. A tale of darkness and woe spurred on by hate. Tale of darkness and woe spurred on by hate. What is it? Not loving this final line. Recognize it all and celebrate? It's not quite right. Tale of darkness and woe spurred on by hate. This one's tricky. This one's tricky. Tale of darkness and woe spurned on by hate. We recognize it all and celebrate. Now, let's see that's sprung from darkness. Sprung from darkness. Though sprung from darkness and spurred on by hate. Though sprung from darkness and spurred on by hate. Though sprung from darkness and spurred on by hate. Now we've hocus pocus and we celebrate. Now we've hocus pocus and we celebrate. Oh, there we go. We've hocus pocus and we celebrate. All right. How about this? There are complicated thoughts about the witch city. Its by name. For magic and mayhem, folks go gaga, though not everyone loves how it got its fame. 19 innocent souls condemned to hang, and one further who is pressed unto death. Not a one guilty of the witchcraft harangue. More weight uttered with one old man's last breath. Today, museums, attractions, here to please. You might meet a Jack Skellington walking by. Ghost tours and restaurants to take your ease, with an armful of halls and pumpkin pie. Though sprung from darkness and spurred on by hate, now we've hocus pocus and we celebrate.
I love it.
You do? This one, so much largely written by me in this case. So that's wild. Excuse me, I had to cough there, friends. Wow. And thank you for everyone to being here, working with me to write this one. It's not often I write most of the sonnet. It's normally a lot more of you and me just editing. But this is grand. I'm enjoying this. This is a very good time for me. Oh, Hayden said YouTube was having a minor SEO thing on there, and so jump to Facebook for the candy jar. We mourn the dead, the memory we celebrate. We mourn the dead, their memory we celebrate. Ooh, we mourn the dead, their memory we celebrate. Let's try that. Yeah. Though sprung from darkness and spurred on by hate, we mourn the dead, the memory we celebrate. or though sprung from darkness and spun on by hate, now we hocus pocus and we celebrate. Like, so memory or hocus pocus? Memory, all right. We mourn the dead, the memory we celebrate. Yep, all right. We mourned the dead. Their memory. We celebrate. We mourn their dead. Their memory we celebrate. We mourn their dead. Their memory we celebrate. Yes. That is good. Way to go, Hayden Jordan. Southern writer. Ah, this is good. All right. What do we call this one? There's a line in right here. Brimstone and candy. Brimstone and candy. I feel like I want to film this one on Salem streets, like with like B-roll, yeah.
There's actually a really cute coffee shop I want to check out that might have the vibe for this.
All right. So we could do that. Fantastic. All right, we could do that. So Brimstone and Candy is today's poem. And this is, I'm quite pleased with this. Ah, fantastic. Oh, goodness gracious. There it goes. Well, my friends, we have done it. We have writ a sonnet together this day. Now, let's start wrapping things up. So, I do hope you join me for one of my upcoming shows. For instance, the main Renaissance Fair, we have one more weekend to go, August 2nd and 3rd. Sparta, New Jersey, I will be at for 3 weekends in September, starting the weekend after Labor Day. September 6th and 7th, 13th and 14th, and the 20th and 21st. I'll be at Maryland Renaissance Fair for the final 4 weekends, Maryland Renaissance Festival, September 27th and 28th through October 18th and 19th. And then I'll go down to Florida for the Lady of the Lakes Renaissance Fair, November 1st through 9th, and then the Louisiana Renaissance Festival right after that, 4 weekends, plus their school days, November 5th through December 7th. And for those of you who are my patrons of the arts, thank you so very much. If you want to join me as a Patreon of the arts, my friend, you can do so. Tiers start at $3 and go up to $30. Everyone does get the same rewards. And you go to patreon.com/Shakespeare to become a member. And I appreciate all of you in the help that you give me. It is wonderful that you allow me to be genuinely professionally English. And my friends, so much fun stuff happening. For instance, tomorrow, going to be on Nat 21 Adventures. Oh, where'd that go? I don't know. But I'm sorry, I'm going to be doing Gothic Horror Gaming tomorrow. So let me jump over to those banners right there. Upcoming shows. Yeah, there it is. Gothic Horror Gaming. We are going to be doing, let me just switch back to that. Gothic Horror Gaming tomorrow night, Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We are going to be wrapping up our saga in the Pacific Northwest near London Fog. So join us for that. The Gloom Master Tom Zadoika, who is with me in the main, is going to be there, as well as Maddie's Comet and Steve-O Dockerson, also known as Hob the Troll, and of course our Grim Maven, Katie, Rune Away with Katie. Goodness, anything else? Oh, and then of course, my friends, do follow me on all of my socials. It is the way I judge my self-worth in life. You can get to all of them by going to linktr.ee/Shakespeare.Approves, linktr.ee/Shakespeare linktr.ee/Shakespeare.Approves. And then also follow me on all of the others. If you want to just go specifically, facebook.com/Shakespeare.Approves. Is the same on the Instagram, Shakespeare.Approves. And you can watch the show, of course, on YouTube. Like and subscribe, please do. Shakespeare Approves. And also find me at Threads, Shakespeare.Approves. Oh, goodness. Threads, Shakespeare.Approves. TikTok, Shakespeare.Approves as well, right there. And instead of being on the platform formerly known as Twitter, I am, of course, over on Blue Sky, and there I am, Shakes Approves. I just lost where that one went, but follow me everywhere. And if you'd like to buy me a cup of coffee or get your own sonnet commissioned, go to coffee.com/Shakespeare. That's ko-fi.com/Shakespeare. Let's have one fat last noisy slurp right now. That wasn't great internet audio, but I accept it. I'm running low. And my friends, we can do, of course, one final reading of our sonnet right now. Here we go. Treat? No, you just had like 19 of them. Sabby. Here we go. Brimstone and Candy. There are complicated thoughts about the witch city. Salem, Massachusetts by name. For magic and mayhem folks go gaga, though not everyone loves how it got its fame. 19 innocent souls condemned to hang, and one further who is pressed unto death. Not a one guilty of the witchcraft harangue. More weight uttered with one old man's last breath. Today, museums, attractions, here to please. No, Sabby, I'm reading the sonnet. Today, museums, attractions, here to please. You might meet a Jack Skellington walking by. Ghost tours and restaurants to take your ease, with an armful of horrors and pumpkin pie. Though sprung from darkness and spurred on by hate, we mourn the dead. Their memory we celebrate. Right, a good poem today, my friends. Thanks so very much for joining. I'm your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare. Until next time, I love you, you love me. There is mutual glorious affection, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Treat. Treat.